TalkFCB and welcome back here to the channel, guys. Coming up for you today is some further analysis because we're going to be looking at Nelson Semedo. He's the man of the moment right now. He really impressed against Levante. We're going to be looking at that performance in a lot more detail and analysing why, if we can get the best out of him, if under Setien he can truly realise that potential, he could be a key player for Barcelona. It's all coming up. He's what we need. But can he do it on a consistent basis? Let's do this. And just to start, guys, I believe that Semedo is a player that we all do like. We've all liked him since he arrived there back in 2017 from Benfica. He was brought in there to rejuvenate our right-hand side, especially there after the departure of Dani Alves. We needed something there in that right-back position, and the early signs were very, very good. I remember his combination play with Ousmane Dembele. He was getting forward, he was looking fresh, he was looking really, really pacey on that right-hand side, but then suddenly it all went wrong. I don't think Valverde had full trust in him. I don't think Semedo really enjoyed playing under him. You looked at his performances and you thought two things. Number one, is he confident? Does he believe there that he belongs at Barcelona? Does he believe there that he has the faith of his coach? And number two, the biggest one for me, does he have that freedom there to go forward? Does he have that freedom to express himself? Because I felt like under Valverde, at times you looked at Semedo and you thought that guy there, he's scared to even cross the halfway line, and it didn't really work out. But under Setien, there's a real opportunity now for Nelson Semedo to grab this chance, and from what we saw, as we're going to look at against Levante, the signs are extremely encouraging. And as we do now move on to Semedo's impressive display against Levante, there's three things that I want you to look out for here in Nelson Semedo's play. Number one is all about understanding, all about there actually now growing into that role, being an attacking fullback, taking up there the right positions on the field. That's very, very important there for any Barcelona fullback. Number two, I want you to watch here the way that he attacks, the way that he gives us their solutions in attacking areas, and that final ball, which was very, very good from Semedo against Levante. And number three, you can't forget defensively. As a fullback, you've still got to defend. I think the pace is a big, big aspect there of Semedo's game that can help him out. And defensively as well, he can be crucial for us. So those are the three things that you've got to look out for. And of course, fullbacks are so important. For Barcelona, the fullbacks have always been a really, really big part of our system. And not just at Barca now. You look at world football, fullbacks are one of the most important positions out there. You look at Liverpool, you look at the success they've had brilliant success there thanks to Trent Alexander-Arnold, thanks to Andrew Robertson. They have got great fullbacks, and as a result they're a well organised functioning team going forward and defensively, and that's why Semedo could become such a key part of Setien's team. And if we start here by analysing one of the early runs that Semedo made against Levante in that first half, and you can see already, as De Jong picks up the ball here, he's going to play it into Lionel Messi, but Semedo has already started on that run, and that's what I mean there about understanding, about positioning. He needs to know where he needs to be, and in particular, when you look at Messi, when he comes central, when he moves into that area in the middle of the field, you need Semedo to be on his bike, get down that wing, move into that space, because what it does there is create a clear problem for the defender. You look at him there, he's looking at Messi, he doesn't know whether there to go and close him down. He knows that if he does that, Semedo is going to be in behind him, and it just creates a problem. And that's what you want to do all over the field, is create so many different avenues that you can get in behind, get in those spaces ahead of your opposition, and that's what we do here. Messi picks the ball up, Semedo makes the perfect run, and Messi, of course, being Messi, picks him out nicely. Semedo then gets onto the ball, and this is another big, big thing here from Semedo in terms of his play, because you look at it here, and this is what I really, really liked about his performance against Levante, because he's got the defender there, 1 versus 1. Now, I think Semedo under Valverde and Semedo at Barcelona, as we've seen him so far, many, many times would take that safe option. He would then play the ball back. When you there slow down the pace of that attack, what you're doing is allowing the opposition there to get back into position and get organised, and ultimately there defend the cross. But Semedo against Levante, he took him on, and that's what I love to see. 1 versus 1, go down the outside. Get beyond your man, and clearly he's got the ability to do that. He does a brilliant thing here, skips around the marker, and suddenly then he's into a really, really dangerous area, and then it's all about that final ball. He's got players in the box there that he can pick out, and he's very, very unlucky. It nearly lands on the head of Lionel Messi, and that could have easily been a goal, all made there by the running of Semedo, moving into a good position, and then taking on his man, being brave, being bold, and doing the right thing. And again, you look at the understanding in this particular instance where Busquets is on the ball, and already you can see there the arm coming out from Semedo. He's pointing into space. He knows where he wants to be. Because again, Messi has taken up that central area. He's dragging Levante very, very narrow. And when that happens, you need somebody there to take advantage of all that space that's going to be left behind. Because players are always going to follow Messi, and they're going to do it in numbers. Semedo here, he's demanding the ball again. Busquets there opts for Messi instead of Semedo. And then Semedo, though, continues that run. He doesn't give up there. He's still asking for the ball. Messi receives it. And you can see there how narrow Levante are. Semedo there demanding the ball. And unfortunately, for once in a while, Messi there actually overhits the pass. And unfortunately, Semedo there is forced much wider than he would have liked. But we were very nearly in again. That's what a good run can do. That's what there an attacking fullback can give you. Good signs. And yet again, just before half-time here, Semedo once again making that movement. You can actually see there, Messi has gone in a very, very central position, and he's actually looking over his shoulder. He's almost making sure that Semedo is making that run. And under Valverde, sometimes Semedo wouldn't make that run. I've seen Messi quite a few times look at Semedo and actually say, go on, move, get into that space. But now, he's doing it automatically, and that's good to see. Rakitic picks the ball up here. It's a very, very good pass here, over the top, directly into the path of Nelson Semedo, and once he gets it there, it's a wonderful first touch there. He brings it down straight on his chest, and he actually there advances into a really good area. And again, we're in this position. Again, now we're in this position whereby it's 1 versus 1, and you're thinking to Semedo, get past him, go around him, get into that really dangerous area, and he does it again. It's really, really good play there. He skips over the marker, and then he's got a good ball. He's got a really good chance on Griezmann advancing into the area. Again, you're looking at that final ball, and to be fair to Semedo, it's a brilliant pass. He puts it right across the goal. He pretty much puts it on a plate for Antoine Griezmann just a few yards out. And unfortunately, it didn't end in a goal, but it really, really should have. And that should have been there. A brilliant assist from Semedo. But of course, in terms of attacking play, it really doesn't get any better than this from your fullback. This was absolutely world class. There's no other way of saying it. This was world class on Semedo. You can see here, he picks the ball up very, very deep. He actually starts the move here. He plays the ball into Antoine Griezmann. And again, he's already making that run. He's not just admiring his pass. He's not just staying there and being conservative. He's on his way. That's what you need to do there. Really good run from Semedo. And even though the ball there gets played into Rakitic, it gets played around there, Semedo holds his position. He doesn't just run back there and take up again a defensive area. Griezmann is already back there, so Semedo there keeps his position. He's waiting, and as that ball comes into Messi, again it's that understanding, because Semedo knows that Messi can pick him out. He's already on his bike, and when Semedo is going, when he's already running there, you're not going to catch him. It's a brilliant ball in this time from Messi. Semedo runs onto it, and he actually there does something brilliant again, because you look at it here, it's on his right foot. He could take a strike on goal, but the goalkeeper there is really well positioned, so he doesn't do that. And what he does is ridiculous. What he does actually is more of what you see from a world-class winger than what you see from a fullback. He chops inside. You can see there, the defender is sat him down. He sat him down. Absolutely wonderful play. And he doesn't just do it once, he gets inside the other one too. And suddenly then, he's on his left foot. And what's the good thing about Semedo? You know that he's very two-footed. We've seen him play at left back and play very, very well. He gets onto his left foot. He unleashes a brilliant strike. And he's inches away there from scoring what could have been a wonderful goal. And he really did deserve that. But, like I say guys, it's not all there about fancy attacking play. Of course at Barcelona we'll be hoping to be on the front foot more often than not, but there will be times when Semedo is called into action defensively, and this is where I believe his pace, particularly there over somebody like Sergio Roberto, could really help us out in these areas. Because you look at it here, that ball there is about to be played in behind the Barcelona defence. It's a run from deep there, from the Levante man, and it's interesting to see how quickly Semedo can recover the situation. Because you look at it here, if he gets in between the two centre-backs there, Gerard Piqué and Clement Lenglet, and there's nobody like Semedo, maybe Roberto, maybe nobody tracking that run, suddenly then, those two are not going to catch the Levante man. They're just not. Piqué is not quick, Lenglet is quite far away from the situation, so suddenly then, Barcelona are going to be in big trouble. And also look here at the fact the Levante player has the edge on Semedo. He's got a few yards on him there, a few yards head start, but still, as that ball is played over the top, Semedo catches him with ease. And as soon as he does that, as soon as he gets there, goal side, he saved the situation. Suddenly then, it's under control. He can wait for Piqué to come back. He can wait there for Longley to come across. And that was given anyway as offside. But it just goes to show how Semedo can get back in, recover that situation, and shut it down. And to be honest, Nelson Semedo's pace is not only good for getting the team out of trouble, but also getting himself out of trouble. And this is interesting because, again, you imagine right now, this is Sergio Roberto, and I've highlighted there, basically, Semedo's line of vision. All he's watching right now is the ball. And players do it. They do get caught sometimes only watching the ball and not really taking notice of what's around them. You can see there a dangerous situation now is about to take shape. The Levante man there is on the last man. Piqué, again, in a foot race. That will not be a battle that we win. And again, we could be in trouble. Because as the ball is picked up here, Piqué is also attracted to the ball. Suddenly then, we could have a situation whereby that ball is played in there and we are under pressure. And only now does Semedo actually realise, whoa, hang on a minute, there's danger here. I need to get back into position. And that's the thing about Semedo. Over somebody like Roberto, he can recover, even if he's going to make a mistake, much quicker. He can get back in position much quicker than I would say, actually, anybody in our team. And look at that. Within seconds there, he shut off that lane. It was a dangerous situation there, developing, and then bang. Semedo, within seconds, a quick sprint, he shut it down. That's what his pace can do, getting the team and himself out of trouble. And this here is the final aspect of that defensive play that we have to highlight. One of the brilliant moments in the game defensively for Semedo. Again, a dangerous situation is developing. Piqué is going to go and close down the ball. He doesn't make the tackle. And suddenly then, with Longley and Semedo, we are in some trouble. But don't worry, again, that pace is going to get you out of trouble. Because you look at it here, again, a head start has been made on Semedo. The attacker there is well ahead of him. And that's Morales, by the way, who's absolutely no slouch at all. The ball is played through, and again, within seconds, Semedo gets himself goal side. The pace gets him, the team out of trouble, and suddenly then the situation is calm, back to Ter Stegen, and we can go again. And that's what Semedo is all about for me. He's got a lot of pace, he can get himself there, back into good areas, he's good defensively, and if he can unlock that potential and that freedom to go forward, get involved there, just like we saw in that first half against Levante, he can be an asset to this team. Under Setien, we need somebody like him. And I really hope we can see displays like this much more frequently. So please leave your thoughts in the comments down below, guys. What did you make there of Semedo's display against Levante? What did you like? What did you maybe not like? Is there anything you'd like to see him do a little bit better? And what would you like to see there looking ahead to the future? Let me know all of your thoughts on Semedo down below, because for me, it's a key area of the team, that right back area. We need somebody there to really stand up and give us some world-class quality. Let me know all of those thoughts down below. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you as always for joining me. And until next time, as always, Visca el Barça.